Rachel Harris, and I'm the music director at Open Door Church and a substitute teacher for Deer Park School District. The most challenging problem with playing piano for church definitely has to be playing itself. I am not classically trained. I grew up with some piano lessons, but have mostly taught myself. That means I'm more of an intermediate player than an expert, and so it takes a lot of practice to be able to do something every Sunday with actually lots of different pieces. Sometimes it's frustrating because people will ask me to play things that are beyond my skill level. So that it's a challenge for me not to feel like I am not living up to standards on that. My favorite part of playing piano for church is that I like to provide something nice for people to listen to as they are worshiping at the church. I also get to challenge myself a little bit in not only playing but singing and directing the choir, just to get people to experience a little bit more music than what they hear on the radio. My favorite grade to teach by far is sixth grade. They're kind of in that sweet spot between knowing how to read and write enough to read directions and not being so old that they think they know everything. They have a great sense of humor, they enjoy others' sense of humor, and they get it. My days that I'm not real fond of are when we have a lot of behavior problems because they are kids. They haven't grown up yet, haven't figured out how to handle their emotions as well. I've had kids that have repeatedly said they hate school, and those are the days that are hard because it's usually just one kid and the rest of the class is really trying hard to do their best and be productive. I think one of my favorite things about being with sixth grade is when the students are actually engaged. I love those days where we're talking, we're having a conversation. We're not just looking at the book and writing down answers. They're thinking and they're trying to put it all together with what they know and applying it to what they will probably be doing in the real world when they get out of high school. One of the reasons that I do what I do, teaching and playing music for the church and doing choir music, is I value connecting things together, connecting people together, whether it's connecting community with each other or kids with each other, or even just connecting people with ideas that are bigger than themselves. And it's not easy to do that. My family's actually made quite a few sacrifices as far as time. It takes a lot of time away from the family for me to do that. One of the things that makes it worthwhile for them and for me is that kids have come back saying how much they learned and they just didn't get it before. And so that makes it worthwhile. And for me, especially, my family can see, my kids can see how important that is for when they themselves are adults and have their own families.